I'm here with minorities moving forward in business. And I am with the man of the year, the businessman of the year, Mr. Kojo Sapon. Right, Kojo Sapon. Mr. Sapon, it is such a pleasure, man, to be able to stand beside you, man, in the interview, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
So I have to ask, what kind of businessman that has you smiling like that and has you as a businessman of the year, man?
I have a trucking company. I own dump trucks. We're based right out of Charlotte. We run about 50 trucks a day on the average, and we work within like a 50 to 60 mile radius of Charlotte.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Wow. That's awesome, man. So when I'm going down I-77, I-40, whatever, and then I see the dump trucks on the side of the road, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, you're probably looking at me or one of the guys that work for us. Most of our work is like within Charlotte area, which is I-77, 85, 485.
So, all right, with the trucking company, man, how did you get started?
Actually, I got started just by chance of luck. I was into box truck delivery. I used to do contract deliveries for box trucks, and a friend of mine, just told me, said, hey, I bought a dump truck and I'm doing pretty good with it. So I said, I'll give it a shot too. And I gave it a shot, and 4 years later, it's really paid off.
Wow. Now going into a business like that, and I guess you could say any kind of business, but with you, specifically you going to the trucking business, and for the individuals that are watching, I know there've been some challenges, man. And has there ever been a point in which you just said to yourself, man, I don't want to do this, man. I'm gonna give this thing up. Have you ever been to a breaking point like that?
Yeah, I mean, as a small business owner, you're gonna run into that all the time. You get up, you just have to keep getting up and get knocked down. You get back up and keep knocking on doors. You keep knocking, somebody's gonna open the door. Wherever you're going, if you just keep pushing, you're gonna get recognized, you're gonna get noticed, and you're gonna get the opportunity.
Now, what's your vision for your business, man? Where do you see yourself in another 2, 3, 4 years, man?
Well, within the next few years, we're hoping to expand right within the Charlotte area. Right now, we're based strictly in Charlotte. But, there's a lot of work in the Carolina area, so just pretty much expand within the Carolinas, and that'll be good for the next couple of years. That's what we see doing.
Okay. Now, every day, man, a business owner, man, an entrepreneur, man, has a vision, man. And, and we talked a little earlier, you're from Syracuse, New York, and Orange Man, right? Syracuse, right? And I keep up with that, and your family back there, man, do they know what's going on back here in North Carolina?
They're familiar with it. This was a short notice, so most of my family wasn't able to travel to come see it, but I'm pretty sure they'll see it online on your website.
I'm sure they will. They probably will like, what, we're moving there.
I'll send them to your website too. So, that's more publicity for you. You're going to have a lot of people in Syracuse looking at you now.
Hey, I appreciate that. But you know what? This is your moment, man. And when I first saw you over there, man, you kind of like the quiet type guy, man, off to the background, man. And for you, man, with employees and things like that, man, how as a leader of the company, man, how do you interact with your employees?
Well, I mean, you have to be firm, you have to be strict, but at the same time, you have to be compassionate. You have to put the boss hat on when it's time to put the boss hat on. You have to make those unpopular decisions, but you have to do at the end of the day, what's best for the company. So it's a fine line, but you have to do what you got to do.
Now, I don't know if you ever seen it's a TV show, man. It's Undercover Boss or something like that.
I've heard about it. I've seen a little bit, but haven't really sat down and watched it.
All right, imagine if you would. You're an undercover boss, and and nobody knows you, right? What would the employees say about you?
Oh, they would have nothing but praises to say about me.
Don't lie.
They would have nothing but praises. I can have my employees talk to you. Only ones that have something bad to say is the bad ones. But we try to be first. It's a small operation, so it's kind of ran like a family business. We have currently just 7 employees, so we kind of like know each employee on a personal level. And most of the guys that are with me now started with me, when I first started. So everybody's been there for at least, we've been doing this for about 4 years, and everybody's been there for at least 2 going on 3 years. So, it's kind of like a family atmosphere over there. So everything goes pretty good over there.
I appreciate you being humble. You know, we only have 6 or 7 employees, man. But you know what, man? When a small business, man, I know some small business only have 1 employee, man. So you know, so
yeah. When I started out, I mean, it was just me. I did everything. You know, I still do a lot, but I was everything. Just me in the office, estimating, taking trucks to the shop, going to bid jobs, going to look at jobs, going to look for jobs. So I mean, but we've been blessed. We've been able to get a lot of work, and you know, I've been able to get some people to help me do some of this stuff, so I don't have to carry all the load by myself.
Right. So with that, as this interview ends, man, what are, you know, there's some individuals, man, that are watching, man, that are interested in starting in business. There are some actually that have been out there for, man, 10 to 15 years, man, that are really trying to push. What would be the one thing, man, that you would end this interview with, that you would tell them, you know, as far as, you know, keep pushing ahead?
Well, only thing I can tell them is don't give up. Just keep pushing and keep pushing. A lot of times people don't realize how close they came before they quit. That's the biggest thing, you know. They don't realize if they had just pushed a little bit further, they would have made it, but you know, they get tired and they quit. So that's the only thing I tell them, is just keep pushing, and you're probably a lot closer to realizing your goal than you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Kojo Sapon. And what is the name of your company?
Express Logistics Services.
Say that one more time.
Express Logistics Services.
Okay, good deal. Because I will tell you right now, I'm gonna come visit you, man. We gonna come visit you. Is that okay?
That'll be fine. When we get our new location, you guys can come by there.
Okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching here. My name is Donnell Eric Chandler, and this is the one and only businessman of the year, Mr. Kojo Sapon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.